Hello, everyone. This is Sam here. I've come to talk about one of my favorite YouTubers. He's CBthescare, a very unfortunately, not as known, but he's incredibly underrated. CBthescare has put everything he has into the entire community of Pirate101, the game he's played for many years. He's even rekindled my passion to even play the game regularly again. This man has helped so many people throughout the community. He deserves more love and recognition. He's been an upstanding person, just overall around. He takes he wastes no time to help everyone around him. He gives people tips, everything of the sort. He's uncovered even the infamous XP glitch, and still no one knows him. He's honestly one of my most favorite guys on YouTube. I just wish there was just a lot more stuff for him. I want this to be one of his best things he ever receives. This little Christmas video. He not only discovered that little infamous XP glitch, he even somehow, some way, figured out that early Crocotopia was going to get released. He's made a lot of training videos for pets and companions. He's even one of the most greatest PvE players in the entire game. He's even helped me through a very tough situation in my life. He's, really changed my life around. He even got me into a very nice relationship, which I couldn't be happier. The man deserves all the support and love in the world. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Now, for the other stuff. He's even helped give one of his other friends a companion for the first time for a pack, which was completely out of his way but still did it. He even hosted an entire event called Pack Rush, which was a really fun PvP experience for companions. And he was planning to even do a second one, which I'm really looking forward to that. He's even been collabing with a couple people, like Just Fang and Slade. An absolute role model to this entire community and what we really need from the Pirates and even Wizards community. Someone to unify us. He even helped some other troubles. So many more that I can't even list off everything, but on the top of my head, he's helped people through addictions, life-threatening scenarios, and even helping settle disputes. In just this almost 2-year time span, he has really been there for me and everyone else. I'm genuinely happy to where I am right now and happy that this man can still keep on doing what he does. I don't care about him just as a friend, but as a brother. He is one of the most sweetest people I have ever met, especially on Pirates, Wizards, and even Discord, really. He really needs more, support. I keep saying this, but it's actually kind of criminal how underrated he is. I don't see anyone else doing, these gear reviews that much, or even these how to train your companions, which I feel as how to train companions were, a lifesaver, because I don't know how to train any companion. I've been winging it from day one. Literally. I didn't even know how to play my class right until he pointed it out. All those years, ever since I played it, ever since 2012, I didn't know how to play my class. He's also a magnificent tactician in PvP. And he's one of the best privateers I've ever seen. He has literally the power of God. He is literally Thanos incarnate, except good. The other stuff I should really talk about is just why. Why would he do all this? I believe he does it out of the goodness of his own heart. I've seen his intentions and they're completely pure. He's never asked for anything in return for any of this. He did it because he wanted to. He even offered to make my Christmas just a little better, but I turned it down because It's not just because it was a very nice gesture. I want to try pulling up myself for once. He is literally one of the nicest people I've ever come in contact with. His content's inspiring from day one. The moment I met him and saw his content, I was like, whoa, he's really cool. And he even did plushie videos back at the time, which I still love those. When we first met, it was actually when I was still level 64. One of our friends had us meet, and not even 3 days in, we already hopped into a voice call and started talking. And I wouldn't change a thing how we met. It feels too good to be true, but there is good people. Because of him, there is good people in this world. In fact, the main reason I'm still alive is actually because of him. I won't go into further details on why, but all you need to know is he saved my life. And for that, I can never forget that. I want him to have the best Christmas this year, and even a better birthday. In fact, I don't really care about the subs for my channel, really. For anyone who watches this, I want you to just pop by CBthescare, give his stuff a watch. He's truly earned that right. He rekindled my passion that I lost for this game. Everything about this game I loved for day one is just refreshed. Every now and then again, every time I get on, I kind of get excited. I'm just like, oh, what wacky adventures will I come across now? Or even get mollywopped in PvP. The last thing I should really say, he just doesn't get as much, any recognition. I really want to go over that. I know that there's bigger YouTubers out there, bigger than him. But why is that? There have even been people that were either at 200 subs, and then them just speedrunning to 1K in just 2 months. I both found it ridiculous, but I found joy in those others succeeding. But CBthescare or Connor in this case didn't get that same treatment. And it kind of always made me sad. He puts 110% into his videos. The fact that he does all that and he wasn't even accepted in extra credits yet, he deserves to be in there. I'm not saying that he's better than every creator because that just sounds egotistical, but no. He's putting in the same effort exactly as those other YouTubers for Pirates and Wizards. And he still wasn't accepted. Why? There was no reason that he shouldn't have got accepted. He never speaks down to anyone. He doesn't do any bad things like some other content creators, which I will not name for obvious reasons. In a way, he's played by the books every card right, and not given this wonderful opportunity to make his content even better. I really hope he gets into the extra credits soon, because, in all honesty, it would be such a waste if he never got in there. The entirety of King's Isle could benefit from him. I know that there's other content creators already benefiting from them, but Connor or CBthescare brings a very unique sort of thing to the table. He knows ins and outs of the entire game's code. He knows exactly what to get, what items to use, what gear to have, how exactly to play in 20 to 40 different steps ahead of his game than other players. When it comes to both PvE and PvP, he's played and beaten the game over 60 times. 60 or 100 times. He's been deleting his characters, playing the game all over again, trying new experiences, different tests, different challenges. He's done all of that. every single one of his challenges that he's done so far, he's achieved. He's not just a player of the game. He's a grand player of the game. He knows exactly what he's doing. There are times when he's gifted not only packs, but crowns and membership to people. And whether it's like, oh, he didn't have to do that, he still did it, and you guys, the entire company still got money out of it. So, in a way, he's still helping you guys out with not only content, but giving you guys money too. I've also had my fair share of buying stuff for other people. However, nothing can come remotely close to what he's done for so many other people. This man has given me one of the best birthdays I've ever received in a very long time. He's even made tier lists. And it's not just biased opinion, he's meticulously tested every companion and almost has every companion in the game. He knows how to play all of them. He knows how to really set up with all of them. He can come up with some of the most wildest plays and traps solely because of companions and gear. The fact is, he really brings the community back to what he, used to be. The community is divided, but somehow, some way, he manages to still keep it held by a thread. And we gotta remember, he's just one person doing all that. He doesn't have this, very big community like all the other content creators. He's, doing most of this all on his own. So I say this. I love CBthescare and his content. Nothing can ever change that fact. He done all this with passion alone, all the time when there was no updates, no content for years. For 6 whole years, no content. He kept it going with his passion alone. He found ways to make the game interesting again. He even made randomizers. For Moobot 2. And I'm just gonna say this right now, it was both funny and chaotic. He was even thinking about making a randomizer gear for the entire dungeon too. Dude made 3 videos about Hercules, too. One of our best boys in the community. And guess what? I know he's not going to stop making companion videos anytime soon. Because if he doesn't, who will? And even if somebody else did, I still wouldn't look at it the same way because it's not CBthescare doing it. He's our info broker to the game. And sometimes when I was with him, he kind of made ship combat fun again. And even had some very decent fights in some of the most, outrageous fights. He even went through so much. Even the really awful drop rates the game has done to us. And I'll admit they're still awful. I won't even ask them to get fixed. Because I doubt that will ever happen. But however, even with all those odds, he pressed forward. Got so many most rarest gear in the entire game. Even with those odds. Some of those drop rates were almost to 0. He even helped me with Kane. My very first time fighting Kane, he helped me. That was one of the most historical moments for the game for me. And when I beat Kane, I was like, wow, I felt like I not only completed the game, but an adventure has passed. And then we get Sinbad and Tartarus. So, happy I finally started doing content again. Or at least playing the game. He was also planning to make a bunch of wizard videos in Pirates, next year. He didn't even explain much about those. I honestly don't know what he'll do with those. But even with that uncertainty, I'll still look and watch for all of his content. As weird or cringy as it is to say this, I'm literally one of his biggest fans to his channel ever since I discovered it. And not just that, if he does start playing Wizards again, I'd actually join up with him. Because with Wizards, I stopped playing for a more personal reason. Each and every time I come back to Wizards now, I feel like a ghost. Like, no one I used to play with really plays it anymore. And the game is much funner if you're playing with someone. With Pirates, it's either or. You can just have as much fun solo or with a team. With Wizards, it just feels more lonely. So what if I'm a pyromancer that can cause nukes? It gets boring. Going to his Twitch channel now, he helps a lot of smaller creators. He helped Purple3XD with hers on YouTube. He helped on Twitch and managed to get Twitch affiliate because of Remsky's community, and then afterwards he helped him get Twitch affiliated back. CBthescare has both a really nice community on both YouTube and Wizards. YouTube, Wizards, Pirates, and Twitch, all of them. I especially like his Twitch. He made a PvP server on his own to make PvP for Pirates fun again. It's a much more cleaner air. There's not even toxicity in there. He put so much effort to even make 3 different PvPs. Like 3 or 4. There was casual, which you and the player can both agree to making rules. There's hardcore, and then there's limitless. He made categories for all of them and made the rules pretty self-explanatory. He even allows newer gear. For casual, it's more creative for both players. But yeah, there's a lot of creativity on what you can do for those PvPs. The limitless one, you can use the blooms. Literally whatever you want, really, in that one. Hardcore may have some restrictions, but at least it's fair. Like, come on, no old Scratch 100% buff. That's kind of too busted. Sorry, Scratch. And even through the main PvP server, some people have been just dipping that server and just kind of going to Connor's server, PvP server, and fighting there. It's a much more safer environment. And the PvP rules there, I feel like anyone who joins would agree on it. Lastly, I want to say this. CBthescare, or Connor. I wish a lot more people would follow his example. Not just him as a person, but as a content creator. And I know some of the people who collab with kind of do the same thing, but overall, I just want to see everyone else have this whole unified mindset like he does. I just gotta say this. I love him and his content. I'll probably be signing off now. This was Samuel Smith. I'll catch you all later.